Hey, today we are going to talk about learning to say no, why you must learn to say no so you can say yes to yourself. You know what? I think everyone struggles with this. We think there's certain expectations of us, and so we got caught up in just meeting them, and we don't often stop to think about, are all these things getting me closer to the goal or further away from the goal? So I was reading a post this weekend. A lady was, just saying, my goodness, we feel like we're always behind. We can never catch up on bills. You know, their kids are in extracurricular activities, they work, they have, all the things that people have. And so they always felt like they were, first of all, behind financially because they're trying to keep up with all of these activities, all of these things that we do. And then also, of course, you start to feel out of control of your time as well. You just can't work full time, raise kids, take them to all the activities, have time with your spouse, have time with your friends, have time with your family, make sure you have a clean house, make sure you have a healthy dinner, make sure you're having time to work out. Oh my God, Christmas is coming. How are you going to make that work? Like, all of these things actually can't live together. So I think sometimes we were taught, you can have everything. You can have whatever you want. You can have everything. And I've heard a quote before of saying, you can have everything, you just can't have it at the same time. And I'm reading Winning right now by Tim Grover. Tim Grover is going to be speaking to my team very soon at a very special event we're having in Whistler. I'm so excited for it. But I'm reading his latest book, Winning, and he's talking about in there, you have to learn to say no. You have to learn to say no to all of these things in favor of the real thing that you want. So if you really want to run for something, to find success in something, you also have to learn how to say no. And I think just in general life, especially moms, we have to learn how to say no. We've been taught since little girls that you have to please people, you have to be nice, right? And a lot of that means that we say yes to things that we don't actually want to do, but we do it because we don't want to make someone else feel bad. We do lots of things because we don't want to make someone else feel bad. And it's time to learn to say yes to yourself, because every single thing you say yes to someone else, you're also saying no to yourself for something. You are saying yes to others means you are by default saying no to yourself. You cannot say yes to all the parties, all the activities, all of the school things, all of the kids stuff, all of these things. You can't say yes to all of that and also be saying yes to your own personal time, yes to your own personal fitness, yes to the things that are important to you, yes to your dreams and goals. I made a post today. It says, everyone is a winner, but not everyone wins. And what I mean by that is everyone has inside of them what it takes to win. Everyone is here on this earth to do something great. There is no way, I believe, that we are placed on this earth to grow up, pay bills, struggle, barely get by, live a life of stress, and then die. There is just no way that we were created for that. We were created for something better. But so many of us get stuck in fear and also just get stuck in not saying no. We get stuck with the busyness of life. You get a job, you have some kids, you get married, and suddenly your life is taken over with all of the things that we think we need to do. So you've got to decide, what are the things that are really important to you, and what are the things that, in order to accomplish those core goals, those core beliefs, you have to say no to certain things. So I want you to make a list. What are all the things you do in a week? What are all the things you do in a day? What are all the things you do in a month? I want you to write them all down. And then I want you to start scratching out things that you need to learn to say no to. What are the things that are occupying time that you should be spending on your main goals, on your main priorities? And that is usually your faith, your fitness, your family, your finances, your fun. What are those things that you say mean the most to you, yet never get placed first on your list? What are those priorities? Maybe you have a big goal in your business or your job. Maybe you really want to spend more time with your kids. Maybe you really want to put your relationship first. If you continue to say yes to all of the other things, you will never get to a place where you are really putting those things first. And when we say something's a priority, but we don't actually put our time to it, it isn't actually a priority. We need to be honest with ourselves. It actually is not a priority. And so maybe that means your house is going to be messier. Maybe that means you take out more often. Maybe that means that you don't volunteer in the school as much. Maybe that means that your kids are in less extracurriculars. We think that they want to be in all this stuff, but you know what? I think the pandemic has taught us something, that maybe we don't actually need to be in 5 bajillion things to give our kids the best life possible. Maybe what they really need is just time at home with us as a family. So make a list. What are you going to eliminate so that you can finally start to win in the things that you really want to? You have to focus. You have to start to not care about what other people think you should be doing and start to care about what you really want to be doing. So you need to learn to say no to all of those things so that you can really actually start to say yes to yourself. It might be uncomfortable for some of you. It's going to feel weird. People around you might even question you on it. Why aren't you doing this anymore? Why aren't you doing that anymore? And it's okay. Because at the end of the day, at the end of this life, it's going to be you and God that have to decide, was this life successful? Did I accomplish the things that I was supposed to accomplish? Only you're going to be able to know if you can say yes to that or not. All of the other things, all of the other people, all of the opinions are not going to matter when it comes down to it. So make a list of the things you need to start saying no to. And you don't have to do it all at once, right? Just start small. What's one thing this week that you can eliminate? What's one thing this week you can say no to, so that you can start to say yes to yourself? I want to hear about it. Post it below. I'd love to hear. What are the things that you think you need to eliminate so you can say yes to yourself? So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great week. Have a wonderful day.